This tail the tape for this championship main event is brought to you by Grunt Style. This will defend. Champion and challenger, both 29 years old. Amanda Nunes, 1 inch taller than her American counterpart. Both fighters making the championship weight of 135 pounds. Nunes will have a reach advantage of 1 inch and a hook. With the table set, now for the introductions, we turn it over to Bruce Buck.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening, sanctioned by the Brazilian MMA Athletic Commission, Commissioner Caio Portello, Executive Director Cristiano Sampaio. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Guilherme Bravo, Saldi Amato, and Derek Cleary. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Mark Goddard. And now, senhoras y senhores do Brazil, this is the moment UFC fans watching around the world have been waiting for. Live from the Jeunesse Arena in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. For the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 9 wins, 6 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, USA, presenting the #2 ranked bantamweight contender in the world, the challenger, Raquel Pennington. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, a striker holding a professional record, 15 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weigh in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Coral Gables, Florida, USA, by way of Salvador Bahia, Brazil, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World, Amanda, the Lioness Nunes.
Okay, ladies, you understand the rules you're fighting under. You listen to me at all times, you keep yourself protected at all times. When I say stop, you stop. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Let's do it.
Going to be very interesting to see the strides that Pennington has made since we saw her last in November of 2016. She had former Olympic boxing coach Joe Guzman as part of her training camp. Prevailing wisdom is she will need the performance of a career to dethrone the incumbent Amanda Nunes. Tonight's fight clock is brought to you by Grunt Style. This will defend. Nunes a -850 favorite. Pennington the +525 underdog tonight. Pennington in blue. Amanda Nunes wearing the black and gold befitting a champion.
I'm curious about the counter striking of Pennington, because when Nunes throws, a lot of times she throws big. She's going to leave gaps for counter strikes. It's a hell of a first strike to land.
I'm telling you.
Takes her legs right out from underneath her.
Ooh, Pennington just missing on that left counter. Another thick leg kick lands flush for Nunes.
She's going to get overreacting to that. You can really set up the rest of your offense.
Not hard to see the speed discrepancy here early that Amanda and Nina Ansaroff spoke so much about during fight week.
Look at the hip feints now. Yeah, she just throws that hip forward to get a reaction. Doesn't mean she's going to kick every time, but beautiful.
Already some significant damage on that lower leg of Raquel Pennington. We've seen a trend in MMA over the last 2 years or so of fighters employing that calf kick more often.
What it does now is it gets Pennington worried about the leg kick, and it sets up the hands of Nunes.
Pretty good land there by Pennington after Nunes connects. connected with her jab. Fast-paced 90 seconds to start this championship fight. Pennington, a very good athlete. Both fighters landing in the pocket now. Pennington played basketball and volleyball growing up. A lot of family support for Pennington.
So far, it's Pennington reacting to the strikes of the champ Nunes. Look at that leg, it is welted up. She has Pennington thinking about what she's going to do rather than her own offense.
Some in the past had questioned Amanda Nunes' ability to go 25 hard minutes. She answered a lot of those questions against Valentina Shevchenko back in September. Ooh, good match for Pennington.
Uppercut right through the center. You can tell she's been working on her counter striking. She's waiting for Nunes, and she's landed some good shots in return. I think that leg kick kind of took her by surprise. And she has a lot more than the hands to worry about, but Nunes still has that habit of throwing the hard right and letting her hands float low afterward. Not bringing them back to her chin.
Under 2 minutes here to go in this first round of a possible 5. Nice right hand over the top for Nunes. Now back to the well with that leg kick.
The problem with the wardrobe there, but just to focus on keeping your hands up because Nunes very much on the attack right now.
Nunes continuing to feint. Pennington really trying to counter here in the early going more than anything else. That is some serious damage on that lower leg. We'll see if Nunes chooses to go back to it.
The problem is a lot of her counter striking right now is based on the boxing. She's looking to counter the hand strikes over the top of hand strikes of her own. But the leg attack early by Nunes makes her worry about a totally different weapon, takes the legs out from under her, so she doesn't have the balance all the time to necessarily return when she wants to. She's worried about the leg kick.
Well, Pennington has power. We'll see if she can earn some respect from Nunes by landing a seminal blow up top. Nunes just so fluid and comfortable as a striker. Under 30.
Confident. Reaching takedown, it's not going to do it.
Nunes actually closed as a slight betting underdog for her last defense against Valentina Shevchenko, so she said she could relate to Pennington being the dog tonight. See Nunes bite down on that mouthpiece when Pennington throws. Strong start for the champion. Let's follow the challenger.
All right, hey, what's going on here? You good?
Huh?
You good up with this?
It's like, she keeps grabbing it.
All right, hey, don't worry about it. All right? Let's work on going first, okay? Now you felt it, all right? We got to go forward. We got to close some space. We got to start taking things from her, right? We got to start taking things from her.
The way to avoid the right leg, you got to circle to your right. Circle away from the kick. Okay. Be light on lead leg. Start feinting it. Pick it up. The more you pick it up.
And that first round, look at the leg kick. First strike of the fight. Beautiful low leg kick right across the calf. And she followed up with it. She's been attacking the leg throughout this fight. It's been setting up the rest of her offense. Pennington has to find a way to deal with that in round 2.
You heard Pennington's head coach say we got to take things from her. What are you trying to take away?
You're trying to be first. You're not going to accept the first shot and then try to come back. Move forward, be the initiator. That's what they want her to do. Don't let her come to you. Go after her a little bit. It's very hard to throw a leg kick while you're moving backward, while you're worrying about your opponent's defense. When you're worried about your opponent's offense, it's very hard to like set up and throw that leg kick, but Pennington has been on the defensive so far.
Pennington able to land an uppercut, but one and done largely tonight with her striking. Nunes points the toes to the body there.
The problem is that Pennington's defense for the kick is to either step the leg back or lift it up like that. The problem is you're on one leg or you're moving your lead leg back, and so your feet are together. It's hard to throw effective punches like that.
Yeah. All of that said, she seems to be moving pretty well.
Yeah.
And at least able to put pressure on that leg.
Look at a square stance. You can't effectively punch like that. Just got to circle to your left and right, but both the knees are lined up.
Nice stiff jab from Amanda Nunes. 3.5 minutes now to go in round 2.
Pennington finally put a little bit of pressure on. They say all the time in fighting, only one fighter can lead the dance, only one fighter can be the aggressor, the initiator, and so far, that's been Nunes. Pennington's still waiting.
Well, if Pennington can land one of these big right hands, perhaps that'll give Nunes something to think about, but Nunes in the zone right now. Nunes just too strong. Let's listen in to the corner of the challenger, Raquel Pennington.
Right hand ready. There you go, yes. Go to the body with the two. Come on. Good, good.
Good, again.
There you go. You see it coming, Rock. We got to go. We got to
There
go.
it is. That's what I like to see. There it is.
Go, go. Hands up. Next time, your hands on the neck. Come on. Come on.
Pennington starting to gain a little confidence.
And every time the corner's saying, more of that, more of that. Let's go. Be the aggressor a bit more.
3 times Pennington has gone for a takedown, has not been close. Not sure if she should bail on that initiative, but not much doing.
Got to set it up with hands. Yeah. Until she can start doing that, they're all reaching takedowns, they're all desperation takedowns that aren't going to work against a fighter like Nunes.
Beautiful spinning body attack from Amanda Nunes. Not much she can't do on the feet. And came in tonight with the shortest average fight time among active bantamweights. She averages just over 7 minutes per fight. Couple of knees, but maybe a window here for Pennington to get Nunes down. Rocky off of her back.
Great job by Nunes getting to the fence, using that to stabilize and stay on her feet.
Pennington with hands clasped. See if she tries to take Nunes down. 1 minute to go, round 2. Takedown Pennington.
Around the guard as well, straight into side control. Not a whole lot of time left to use it though. But she has 2 submissions with seconds left in the round. Jessica Andrade was round 2. Ashley Evans-Smith, round 1.
So a much closer second round, at least in terms of the total strikes landed, and of course the late takedown from Raquel Pennington. Trying to inflict some damage now with elbows on the ground. But this would be a good way for Rocky to end the round. With the champion Nunes fighting off of her back, she allows her to get up and lands a right hand. Oh, Nunes with a cracking right now. 10 minutes in the can, 15 potentially to go.
Mi amor. Mi amor. Olha só.
Look,
Respira pra mim.
Breathe.
Exatamente, isso que eu preciso.
Exactly. That's exactly what you need to do.
Você viu ali, né? Você tomou seu tempo tranquilo.
You saw that. You took your time, took it easy. You saw what was happening. That's what I need.
Olha só, ela está se encostando na grade. Sinta com a mão, bate a perna.
She's up against the cage. Feint with the hand and use the leg. That's how we're going to win the fight. Do that.
Ela só tem isso para te oferecer.
That's all she's got.
Okay. Gotta take some space off her. All right, now you know what to do. You know what to do.
All right, don't be stationary. Right? We gotta stay in motion. Right?
Breathe. Shoulders loose. Shoulders loose. Let your hands go more. Let your hands go more. Takedown's gonna be there.
Circle to your right.
Come on, girl.
So the Pennington corner would like her to let her hands go more. I guess somewhat easier said than done.
She did initiate better in round 2. However, she needs to do more of that. That'll set up everything else offensively.
And on the other side, Conan Silveira wanting Amanda Nunes to feint with the hand and use the leg. Do you support that advice from Conan?
Yeah, very true. She's starting to see the leg kick coming. If that's the initial strike, she's beginning to react well to that. She can see it a little bit better, set it up with the hands, and vice versa. Use the legs, the leg attacks has been successful so far to set up the hands.
Raquel Pennington felt as though if she could extend Amanda Nunes to the championship rounds, the pendulum may swing and the advantage may swing her way. Here she is in the 3rd round with the champion.
I think round 2 definitely a confidence builder for Pennington. Had some success, very close with the significant strikes. Got a takedown. Ooh, still that leg kick. When she reacts to it, she lifts her leg over and it takes away her balance. Nunes knows it gives her a free shot.
Pennington doing a pretty nice job not reacting to feints. Nunes seems to know when that counter is coming back from Pennington.
Nunes kicked a lot less in round 2. Maybe good to go back to that. Get her thinking it's just going to be more stand-up with the punches. And then, yeah, go back to the leg kick. Nice takedown.
And you can just tell these fans are waiting to explode behind Amanda Nunes, who gets her first takedown of the fight here. And has a lot of time with which to work. They might need a new champ. I don't know.
You get sick of it? It's a little too much for you.
You're going to die?
I like it.
It's not that creative. They got the kids doing it now at the weigh-in. 8-year-olds.
Yeah, I did notice that. A lot of kids there chanting that. I don't know if they learned it in school or what, but that was popular.
3 minutes to go here in this 3rd round. Nunes staying heavy.
Not making a whole lot of effort to pass guard and really advance position. Kind of staying on top right now. Pennington staying composed on the bottom, but back to full guard. If you're Nunes, you want a little more space to land that effective ground and pound. She has excellent ground and pound, in my opinion. But right now, chest to chest, a little too close to use it.
Stay busy, girls. You want to stay there? Keep working on true position, please. Stay busy.
Good job wrapping up the arms of Nunes. Nunes doing a good job of icing the round.
Second time, please, ladies. Let's work.
Wearing her out a little bit. Making her work from her back. Just banking more minutes. No real effort on top so far to stop the fight. Hopefully taking some, as far as she's concerned, taking some of the fight out of Pennington.
As many of you know, Mark Goddard, the referee, not seeing enough action there, so he stands the fighters up. Less than 2 minutes here, round 3. Pennington, again, just not landing cleanly with that right-hand counter. Landing partially, but not flush. These fans have been spoiled tonight with one finish after the next. Pennington's right eye starting to swell a little bit. And her hair seems to be a source of annoyance here tonight. We've seen the braids fail on both sides in this title fight early.
Oh, nice. Good right hand over the top by Pennington.
And now a left hand for good measure. 1 minute to go in the round.
She's been effective in spurts. It's been a matter of stringing her offense together that's been a problem. But she has had effective moments where she's been able to land that right hand, especially rounds 2 and 3.
Pennington deceptively strong, super tough. And she felt like being on The Ultimate Fighter and then fighting her coach, Miesha Tate. All of those situations prepared her to fight somebody in Amanda Nunes, whom she was very familiar with.
And mentally, very, very strong as Nunes. I mean, the big names, the big fights, they, you know, those are the ones that keep you awake at night. She's gone through those and she's won them decisively. That's important. Oh, nice. Another good right.
Yeah, that might have been her most effective hand strike of the fight. Big, deep breath from Raquel Pennington at the end of the round as she makes her way back to the corner.
And look at that, the leg kick once again, setting up a combination. This time the leg kick, throws a jab, and then look at that rush. She counters, beautiful takedown, double leg. Drops her right to her butt.
Start throwing them uppercuts and let her run into it. We can't be stationary. We gotta be in motion. All right, it's good to be moving here, but we gotta let our hands go deep first.
Control your breathing. You have total control of yourself.
Vamos lá, vamos lá, vamos lá.
Championship rounds, round 4 here for this UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship fight. And if the scale was an indicator, we felt like Amanda Nunes was in the shape of her life. And this is a very telling visual. Barely breathing heavy to begin round 4. On the other side for Pennington, her boxing coach Joe Guzman wants her to be in perpetual motion and be first. Let's see if she can follow up on that imperative here in round 4.
Initiative so important in this fight, and so far the initiator has been Nunes. But when Pennington's initiated, she's done well. Landed some good strikes over the top, but Nunes so far more consistent with that initiation, with that aggression.
Leg kick goes Nunes, and it lands. But Nunes sticks and she moves. She doesn't sit there, a sitting duck, and an obvious target for Pennington.
Pennington once again waiting, looking for those counter-striking opportunities, but her coaches want her to be first. And so far, she's not doing that. She answers back over the top. Nunes just out of range. Never there, never still, never an easy shot. A great champion, a great striker. They make you miss just enough. You thought, man, if I just had another couple inches, if I just did this, that, I'd get him. But that's how they set up their counter opportunities. They encourage you to keep going. She's just barely gonna miss. And that's what leaves you in counter-striking range for them.
Oh, big right cross lands for Nunes after she landed the kick low. Well, Pennington has certainly shown herself to be worthy of this opportunity, but she would appear to have some work to do over these final 8 minutes if she is going to wrest the belt away from the champion.
There are those diving takedowns. Not able to set them up with hands. Oh, great outside trip. Beautiful.
And that was not what Pennington was expecting. She was trying to prevent the body strike, and she pays for it. You saw the significant strike picture there. Nunes doubling up on Raquel Pennington as we approach the midpoint of round 4 of a possible 5.
Trying to elevate with a butterfly guard, but Nunes so far not having it. Back to full guard. This is what she did last time. She was on bottom, wrapped up the arms of Nunes and got a stand up. Nunes not doing much with this top position so far.
Well, and maybe Nunes catching a breather. And when you got to lead, the clock is her friend.
Has the guard half open, and so she tries to pass on that weak side on the right. On the right side of Pennington. Well, not really, pretty much content to stay in the center.
Nunes, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Nice submission game for Pennington. She's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt. Her last submission win in 2015 against strawweight contender Jessica Andrade. Three successive knees to the body for Nunes and a right hand for Pennington.
Pennington has to find a way to get her offense going. It's been effective in short spurts, but not for the long haul. In the long haul, it's been Nunes.
Pennington striking defense right on her average, 66%, but the volume of Nunes has been a factor. 235 strike attempts already for Nunes.
In Kimura position, but she's got to commit her hips to go for it. I don't know if she's going to do that. She's going to use it defensively to prevent that takedown. Right in front of us. She's been a much easier target, has Pennington been in this fourth round. Could be fatigued, but Nunes feeling really good about things right now.
Yeah, her output has not waned at all. Back to the tie clinch here, and a big knee from Nunes. Pennington now with control of that right leg. Let's see if Pennington tries to thrust hard here into a takedown attempt at the end of the round.
Won't mean much now, though.
20 minutes down, 5 to go.
That bad cut. Or is it the nose? But there's a lot of blood as she's walking back to her corner.
You just do everything you got right here. You got this. What's wrong?
It's the nose.
Hey.
I'm done. I want to be done.
No.
She's done. Just told the coach she's done.
We're going to be smart. Don't put yourself at risk.
I know.
You see everything she's throwing. You see it all. You see everything.
Come on, girl. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. Let's power through this. Let's power through this. Let's believe. All right? Change your mindset. Change your mindset. Let's just throw everything we got. Throw everything we got. All right? We'll recover later. We'll recover later. Throw everything we got.
Well, this is something that people are going to be talking about next week, one way or the other. Perhaps Raquel Pennington's nose is broken. She told her corner she was done.
Yep, I want to be done. Those were her exact words. I'm done.
Perhaps trying to live to fight another day, so to speak, or prevent further damage, but her corner evidently wanted her to continue, and here's round 5. Your thoughts? I mean, your fighter tells you they're done. What do you do? I shouldn't put you on the spot, but
I mean, it's the corner that's supposed to have the distance and the perspective to tell their fighter, yeah, I mean, if they want out and it's that bad, something's bad that could affect their career, because her nose is bent out of shape and she wants out. That's a tough one. She's taken 128 strikes unofficially. That's a lot, but yeah, that's a tough one. My fighter wanted out like that and really wanted to go. Can't imagine not letting him.
Pennington eats another right hand over the top of Nunes. Now Raquel fires back and lands.
And also, another thing to keep in mind, though, if a fighter turns to the referee and says, I'm done, it's over. It doesn't matter what the corner has to say. She didn't do that. She went to her corner, and they began a dialogue. She could just turn to the ref and go, I'm done, and it'd be over. So, a lot of subplots here. But nothing can come up with the fact that she's taking a beating in this fight. Hasn't been that fight stopping moment yet. That really hasn't happened. But Nunes pulling away and dominating in that last round.
Another big takedown for Amanda Nunes here, her third on 6 attempts unofficially in the fight. And perhaps there's a moral victory for Pennington if you hear that final horn. And there are the numbers on the takedowns. Pennington, not for lack of effort, but 1 for 11 on her attempts.
Wouldn't be surprised if Nunes, even with short strikes, starts going after that nose. I mean, she doesn't know how close this came to ending because of the nose, but still, she can see that it's broken and it's twisted. Wouldn't surprise me if she went after with everything she had. Tried to get the stoppage.
Under 3 minutes now to go.
Let's stay busy in that position.
And at least to this point, Amanda Nunes proven worthy of the distinction as a near -1,000 favorite tonight.
Keep working, ladies.
Man, that nose just cracked again. A ton of blood coming out of it.
Oh, she's massive.
That's bad. That is real bad.
The finish is going to come here, or so it would appear. Pennington forced to give up the back.
Yeah, her face is absolutely drenched. This fight is over.
Mark Goddard might stop this thing here. Pennington covering up. Amanda Nunes gets the finish. Nunes defends in Rio. Amanda Nunes has 3 times successfully defended her UFC Women's Bantamweight title. And Raquel Pennington with pints of blood coming out of her nose. That is a fighter so long on heart. We all have so much respect for the effort of Raquel Pennington in defeat here tonight. But perhaps her corner, with hindsight, would have gotten their fighter out of harm's way at the end of round 4.
You know, she was physically in the fight in round 5. She was not mentally in the fight. She wanted out, and as soon as she took that last one, that was bad. She was just getting attacked in that last round. But it started out with the leg kicks. It started out with the combinations of Amanda Nunes. And as the fight went on, it was like a slow burn that developed into a fire. Started to wear Pennington down. Nunes throwing outstanding knees. Great work from the clinch. Her gas never gave out. This is a shot that probably broke the nose, was this knee in the clinch. Round 5, the takedown, the ground and pound, and we could see it was right in front of us. Her nose basically exploded.
Yeah.
Look at the amount of blood, and this is it. Pennington just curling up. She wanted no more, and Nunes, her finishing instinct, she's never going to let a hurt fighter off the hook. Goddard had seen enough. This curling up, no intelligent defense, great stoppage, and a championship performance by the Lioness, Amanda Nunes. Great stuff.
No doubt about it. And UFC 224, with that finish, has now tied UFC Fight Night Bisping versus Rockhold for the modern era event record. 11 of our 13 fights tonight ended with finishes. The fighters all put out in Rio here tonight, and that's a hard visual, of course, to look at Raquel Pennington there. But the story is the Lioness Amanda Nunes, and it is going to take a huge effort from her fellow Brazilian, the undefeated Ketlin Vieira, or somebody else at 135 pounds to dethrone the great Amanda Nunes. She had it all going tonight.
She didn't show a lot of gaps in her game.
Yeah.
I mean, a long fight, her gas looked great, her combinations were good. Obviously, great leg attacks, good persistence, her takedown was there. There aren't many things that you take back to your gym and go, oh, we can beat Amanda Nunes. I saw this. I saw a great performance.
All right, one final time tonight to make this main event official. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 36 seconds of round number 5, declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
So the belt remains with the Lioness, Amanda Nunes, and still the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion.
Rocky, come here, please.
And you're bringing in Raquel Pennington here and calling for your former teammate, Tecia Torres. So much respect between these two camps and fighters. An emotional moment there with your fiance, obviously. Amanda, I know how much respect you have for Raquel and her effort here in defeat tonight. Your thoughts on this fight?
Eu sei quanto respeito você tem pela Raquel, mas o que você achou da luta essa noite?
I never fight like nobody is afraid. This is the first time ever. I respect those girls so much, especially Tecia. You know, she used to train with us, and it was very hard for me, for Nina, to not look to those girls where we go, where we see them. And it was very hard for me this fight. It was the most hard in my career, fight this girl, you know, because we have the respect. I like those girls so much, you know, it was hard for me. But when it become to defend this belt, something that I dreamed for so long, I have to do it. But right now, we are friends. We're gonna leave this cage, we're gonna have a beer and celebrate like our friendship, you know. Tonight was my belt, but the first thing was the respect and the friendship we have. We're gonna celebrate as a win, both of us.
Eu nunca tive uma luta assim antes, eu tenho muito respeito por ela e pela Tecia também, a gente já treinou junto, foi uma luta muito dura, mas a gente vai sair daqui como amigas, a gente vai tomar uma cerveja hoje, nós somos amigas saindo daqui, tenho muito respeito por elas.
Amanda, I know you were very excited to make this defense here in Rio de Janeiro in front of your fellow Brazilians here tonight as you continue to knock off one big accomplishment after the next. General thoughts on coming in here in front of Rio and putting on the performance that you did?
Você estava muito animada para vir aqui para o Brasil defender o cinturão diante dos brasileiros. O que você achou dessa experiência?
Was amazing. Let me speak Portuguese. Galera, thank you so much. Obrigada a todos. Cada de vocês aqui presente, you know? Foi muito importante para mim. Ontem foi assim surreal. Quando eu subi no palco da pesagem, para mim foi algo que eu nunca senti antes. Então, eu quero deixar bem claro aqui. Eu moro lá fora, mas eu defendo a bandeira do Brasil. Eu tô lá fora porque realmente eu tive que seguir um sonho e eu consegui. Mas esse cinturão é nosso. Eu tô aqui no Brasil para dividir com vocês hoje. Muito obrigado. Feliz Dia das Mães. Eu falei que eu ia dar um presente com a minha vitória a todas as mães brasileiras e especialmente a minha que me deu tanto apoio. Dona Ivete, já tô viajando amanhã, eu chego já. Vamos fazer a festa. Salvador, Pojuca, Paraíba, Monteiro, é tudo nosso!
I want to thank everyone. It was a surreal feeling yesterday stepping up to the weigh-ins. You know, I want to tell everyone I live in the U.S., but that was a decision I made for my career. But I'm here representing Brazil. I represent the Brazilian flag. With the belt is Brazilian. Tomorrow's Mother's Day. I knew I was going to give my mother a present, and here it is.
You look like you could have gone 10 hard fives tonight. How soon might we see you back in here in defense of your title, and who might be next?
Você parecia que poderia ter lutado 10 rounds hoje. Você vai lutar em breve? Quando que você quer voltar?
Eu quero falar uma coisa. Eu tenho que agradecer as pessoas que trabalham comigo, que saem de sua casa todos os dias para passar um treino para mim. A gente fica na academia até altas horas treinando. Papa, eu chamo ele de pai porque é como se fosse um pai para mim. Minha namorada, Nina, que está 24 horas lá fazendo o possível. O professor aqui, Anderson França, que está me ajudando a evoluir a cada dia. Muito obrigado. E mestre Sensei Ricardo Carvalho, o cara que me mostrou o esporte, que me criou praticamente, que tirou do bolso para realmente dar o melhor para mim. Muito obrigada, mestre. Gilmar Mota, professor de boxe também, que dedicou a vida inteira para mim. O primeiro professor de jiu-jitsu que eu tive, lá em Pojuca, Daniel Vitor. Muito obrigada. Minha irmã, que segunda mãe para mim, não tenho nem o que falar, ela sabe disso. Franciele, minha amiga Dila, meu preparador físico, minha irmã Vanessa aqui, que foi, assim, crucial na minha carreira, que me mostrou tudo. Muito obrigada, minha irmã.
I have to thank everyone that leave their house every day. We spend long hours at the gym. You know, everyone that got me through here. Conan's like my father, Nina, my girlfriend, and my sisters, and everyone who's out there. Everyone that got me through here. My first coaches, everyone that got me to this point.
Any quick final thoughts?
UFC, Dan White, Thank you so much to change my life. Essa organização mudou a minha vida. Hoje eu tenho uma vida estabilizada para viver bem a vida inteira por causa dessa organização aqui. Obrigado, UFC, Dan White. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
You are one amazing champion. Congratulations. The bantamweight queen one final time, the Lioness, Amanda Nunes.